Hello everybody and welcome into Softball Talk. For the Daily Mountain Eagle, I'm Brian Hale, and this year we have moved from our audio-only format to video as well, as we are catching up with the college softball players from our area. Our first guest is a two-time state champion with the Curry Yellow Jackets. She was the most decorated player in our area, and she was the Alabama Softball Player of the Year and a multi-choice for national honors across the country. She is currently one of the starting rotation pitchers for the Auburn Tigers. Welcome in, Ashlee Swindle. Ashlee, absolutely wonderful to have you, and thank you for christening the show. You're our first brand new video guest of Softball Talk. How's everything going with you?
It's great. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. Let's, of course, start on in this, unfortunately, for some obviously bad reasons, made national headlines. The regional, you're playing against Colorado State, everything is going absolutely great in the game, and then all of a sudden a line drive, bam, hits you in the head, knocks you out, and of course you're called off the field. So first and foremost, how's everything going with that? How's your recovery, and basically how has it affected you?
Right now, recovery, I've actually recovered pretty quick. I had a fractured cheekbone and a concussion, but I got really lucky. You know, it was just a freak accident, and everyth's well now.
I think one of the most fortunate things is, of course, it didn't hit you actually in the eye, because that could have been catastrophic. But I know the on-site medical personnel and at the hospital did an absolutely good job, because I know you were treated very quickly and very well.
Yes, the medical staff was unbelievable. You know, they never left my side. The Arizona staff, they kept calling and checking on me. Even when I got carted off the field to the hospitals, the doctors were awesome. So I'm very appreciative of them.
Well, and of course, we hear so many times, out of some bad things come good. And what I think that I really took away from it is just how so many people rally around you. The Auburn Nation, your teammates, media staff, the fans, Swing for Swindle was something I saw as a hashtag. I know your parents, David and Trina, were just inundated with prayers and well wishes for you. What was it like to feel that support?
Honestly, it was amazing. You know, God's blessed me with so many people in my life, and I couldn't thank everyone enough. Like, I've received so many calls, so many texts, so many prayers. It's just when you go to Auburn, they say Auburn family, they truly mean it. I mean, I've had people I didn't even know contact me, and I'm just really blessed.
Well, let's jump a little bit further back into the year. Michaela Martin, of course, who was basically almost the lead starting pitcher, she goes down with the injury. That gives you a chance to head up into the starting lineup. When you got that, more or less that call up, how did you feel, and was it an opportunity that you'd always been waiting for?
Well, early on in the season, before Michaela got hurt, me and Coach Dan were talking about it, and I've just been working my butt off all summer. You know, the past 2 years prior to that, I've just been waiting for my moment. I've been patient. So he knew I was ready, and I knew I was ready, and I was just ready to go out there and work. This is
your junior year. You're about to go in your senior year, and this is just unbelievable to me, because it just seems like a couple of weeks ago you had just won your second state title down at Lagoon Park in Montgomery. Has that gone by as fast for you as it has for us that are watching you?
It's gone by so quick. Literally, it just seemed like I just stepped on campus as a freshman, and now I'm a senior, and it's crazy to think that, but I got to lead the team now with all my other seniors. You know, it's just the freshmen are going to look up to us now, so it's just a different role, and I'm excited about it.
Let's talk about a standout game, and of course, even better, it happens during the SEC tournament. You guys are playing Tennessee during that SEC tournament, and for a lot of people who may not know that much about the ins and outs of the conference, Tennessee's a very good team. They are a team that made the Super Regional, and they're almost always ranked. And you come in, the numbers were absolutely wonderful. Complete game shutout, 7 innings. You only gave up 5 hits and 2 walks, and you struck out 4. What was that game for you like? What was the racing through your mind? And when you threw that final pitch to sequel the shutout, what went through your head?
You know, that was a game I'll always remember, just because my teammates literally gave it everything they had behind me. Like, it's easy to pitch when you have teammates laying out for every single ball every single time, and it was so much fun, and you could see all the emotion with me and with all our teammates. We were ready to fight, we were ready to win, because we were coming off of a bad, kind of a bad game, or a couple bad games. So to win that ball game and to win it like that, and for me to feel that good, I felt like it was awesome.
Yeah, you were fired up after some of those pitches. I was watching you there. Unfortunately, I know at the same time the basketball team, they weren't going through so much goodness, but I was just kind of like, sorry, basketball team, I'm watching Ashlee do this shutout. So it was an absolutely great game, great effort from you. Now we're going to break away and lighten things up a little bit. We're going to have a little feature here called 8 Questions, where we're going to dabble somewhat into some funny things about you and your teammates.
Okay.
And then at the end, we'll kind of speak some encouragement to the future ladies out there that are working their way up through travel ball, through high school, that are watching you and our other girls through the area. So first and foremost, question 1, who is the best dancer on your team?
Oh, man. Probably Alyssa or Justice. They always have dance battles, and it's hilarious. It's like before every game. But I'm going to have to give it to Alyssa. I think she's a little bit better than Justice.
Okay, so Alyssa takes that one. Who has no moves whatsoever? I mean, they couldn't dance to save their life.
Lexi Handley. She is one of my best friends on the team. She's a pitcher transfer coming in. She cannot dance at all.
Does she trip over her own feet?
She absolutely.
Wow. So we know where to go for the comedy.
Right.
Okay. The best singer on the team?
Brittany Marisette. She has a pretty good voice.
Wow. Okay. Now, who could not carry a tune if it only weighed the weight of an ant?
I'd have to say me.
You?
Honestly,
oh my goodness.
I am not a good singer at all. When we're on the bus and I'm listening to my headphones, how to get into a song and you're just and you accidentally say it out loud, they look at me and they laugh and they're like, you need to hush. And I was like, I'm sorry.
All right, so Ashlee's the worst singer on the team. Okay, now I asked you this during the Kennesaw State game, and it was your dad had secretly sneaked down a Coke through a teammate to you. So let's see if this changed. What was the funniest moment of the season?
Yes, same concept actually. So, our coach does not like us to drink sodas at all. He does not like it. So after a game, we were changing in the dressing room. There's a vending machine, and about 4 or 5 of us girls wanted soda. So we put it in a bag, and her name's McKenna. We put it in McKenna's bag, and we were trying to sneak it onto the bus, and she got caught.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Coach Dean was not happy, but it was actually really funny in the moment.
That would have made a good video. It would have. Okay. The oddest thing that you cannot live without.
The oddest thing?
The weirdest thing that you cannot live without.
Ooh. I think it's kind of odd, but I like to eat ketchup sandwiches. Is that odd?
Ketchup sandwiches.
Just bread and ketchup. I don't know.
That's unusual. Okay.
Right. Okay. I really like those, so I'm not sure, but I like to eat those a lot.
It's not bad on the calories, is it? Bread and ketchup.
That's it.
Okay. So for up to this point, Justice Perry, who we know Justice, she played with you at Curry, and of course, she's the first baseman. She was your roommate for quite a number of years, been your longtime partner and cohort in crime. Justice has what I like to call her war cry when she bats. Yeah, and you see it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody that has watched an Auburn softball game or a Curry game knows it. So here's my question. Has Justice ever done that in her sleep? And has it woken you up if she has?
Actually, she hasn't. But weird thing is, one time she was staying at my house, and she was sleeping, and she was talking in her sleep, and it woke me up. And I was answering her because I thought she was awake. And she would have random conversations with me. We would be talking back and forth because I thought she was awake. And then in the morning, I was like, hey, do you remember what you said? She's like, no. I was like, you had a full conversation with me in the middle of the night. I was like, I mean, you don't remember anything. And it was just very casual, and I was like, all right, that's weird.
That sounds like one of those instances where somebody's under gas and they had that full conversation
Right,
and they
she
don't
just
know
doesn't
anything
remember.
about it.
Yes.
By the way, love Justice. She's done a great job at first base
Yes.
the past couple of years. And kind of cutting away before we wrap it all up, there's so many of the young ladies in our area, be it anywhere from 6 to 16, that are working so hard through travel ball. They're working through their high school schedules. They're out there practicing in December on their pitching motions, on their batting. What would you say to them? Because you guys that are in the SEC and in college ball right now are the forerunners for them. What would you say to them?
I would just say dream big. You're going to go through adversity. Everybody goes through adversity. And the main thing for me was to, you're going to go through challenges, but you just keep going. So no matter what, just don't give up on your dreams. Don't listen to everybody's negativity and outer thoughts. Just believe in yourself and work hard every single day, and I know you'll be able to do it.
Ashlee, it was absolutely wonderful to have you on. We're not only going to catch up with you during the fall, because I know fall ball will be coming up right around the corner,
Right.
but we'll be watching you in your senior year, and hopefully you guys can get to Oklahoma City as well.
That's the goal. Hope so.
Well, we appreciate having Ashlee Swindle on for us. Next week, we'll have another guest for Softball Talk, but for right now, Brian Hale signing